Hello dragonlings, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know, my name is Sky and I typically write paranormal romance on SD Haggis. However, I also do freelance proofreading and formatting. You can check out my work, and my author sources on my website at sdhaggis.com. Links are always in the description below. Everyone may know, February is considered Black History Month. It is the time that school reminds us that Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream, that Rosa Parks sat on a bus, and I recently was reminded that there was a sit-in not 2 hours away from me in Greensboro. It is something that I am constantly reminded of, that I need to be constantly reminded of, because since I am not Black myself, I do not get to experience firsthand some of the atrocities that I know my fellow Black friends do. And I forget just how terrible things were, and in some cases still are, for my Black friends. So in honor of reminding myself of that, my plan this year is not just to have Black History Month, but Black History Year. I have a list of books that I would like to read, because I do realize how naive I am to some of the things that have happened in the past and are still happening in this day and age. I do want to honor my friends who can experience those things by learning more about their culture and the experiences that they can or have actually gone through. I do want to read more books featuring Black main characters as well as other people of color. However, I just wanted to spend this video talking about the books I plan on reading featuring Black characters that are also written by Black authors. This list of recommendations comes off of some of the books I've already gotten in the past, as well as 2 articles that were shared on Facebook profiles. The Naked Firefly shared a list of 73 Black romance novels that was suggested to be read in 2020. And then Cachet shared a list of children's stories. There was 24 children's books to read to your kids in honor of Black History Month. I do have the links to both those articles in the description below. And my list of reads is based on both those lists, as well as a couple other books I already found in my Kindle ebook library. Disclaimer, I am terrible with names, so if I pronounce these wrong, please correct me in the comments section. I do want to be able to pronounce these names correctly. I'm just terrible with names, doesn't matter whose name it is. I do have these books separated by categories because I was writing this list down based on the articles as well as looking through my Kindle library. So the first section I want to talk about are kids books. There are 6 books on this list. The first book is Look What Brown Can Do by T. Marie Harris. The next book was recommended to me because of the other books I've been looking up, but I do not know if it's actually by a Black author or if it's directly aimed toward Blacks. But because it was suggested, I went ahead and added to this list, and that is Worldwide Love by A.D. Largy. The next book on my list is added not only because it was on these articles, but because my children reminded me of this little girl who was one of the first to help desegregate schools, and that is The Story of Ruby Bridges by Robert Coles. The next book is kind of a play on Eric Carle's books. It is Brown Boy, What Can You Be by Amicia Arthur. Next book is Fresh Princess by Deneen Milner. And the last book on my list is actually based off a short film that I recently watched and loved, and I want to read the book that goes along with it. That is Hair Love by Matthew A. Cherry. The next category of books came off the other article about romance novels. I've already read a couple of these as of recording this video, but there are a couple on this list that I still have to read. Once again, there are 6 books on this list. The first one being Happiness in Jersey by Juanita Howard. The second one is Single AF by Sherelle Green. The next one is Feud by Phyllis Bourne. Then is Not So Silent Night by C. Monet. Next is 8 Seconds to Love by Monica Walters. And the last book on my list is I Think I Might Love You by Christina C. Jones. These are all romance books, and some of them I believe are comedy romances, rom-coms. The next category is fantasy, and I actually only have one book on my list currently as of this moment. However, I do plan on adding more as the next book in the series has come out, and I need to find more in this category. And that is fantasy. The one and only book on my list that is fantasy, dealing with Black characters, is Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi. The last category on my list is cozy mystery, and both the books on the list are by none other than Tamara Woods, who is also a author-tuber on YouTube. Feel free to check out her channel in the description below. Those books are Wiped Out as well as Murder to Spare. If you have read any of these books, feel free to tell me about them in the description below, or if you have any other suggestions for me that you think I might enjoy, feel free to also leave those down in the comments below. So that is all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this and you're not already subscribed. And until next time, bye. Wow, how can I word this? That doesn't sound like crap.